Namaskar and welcome once again to Feminine. This is a channel where we talk everything about women's health. Weight has a very important relation as far as PCOS is concerned. Many females think that I have PCOS, that is why I am fat. But if you really see scientifically, that is not true. If you are obese, yes, your chances of having PCOS are higher. But it is not that having PCOS makes you obese. Rather, it is the other way around. If you try to lose weight and if you lose even 5 to 10% of your body weight, you can mitigate the symptoms of PCOS to a very large extent. So, weight reduction always happens by a combination of diet and exercise. Never any of the component alone will help you achieve the desired weight goals. So 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise should be done at least 5 days in a week, and a very healthy diet should be followed. Now coming to the medication part of it. So if you are having irregular periods, or if you are having the effects of excess testosterone in the body, then there are medications which we can give to help you. The most commonly used medications are the birth control pills. They are actually the first line management of PCOS. These pills specifically contain the progesterone component, or one of the component is such that it reduces the effects of excess testosterone. So there are multiple benefits of taking these pills if you have PCOS. They will help in regularizing the menstrual cycles. They will help in normalizing the hormonal levels which have gone haywire. These pills will also help in reducing the blood testosterone levels, and they may also help to reduce the excess hair growth on the face, etc. Although the effects can take up to 6 months to show. If somebody has a lot of cosmetic issue with pimples and excessive hair growth on the face, etc., then cosmetic therapies, like electrolysis, laser treatment, waxing, all these can be resorted to. If somebody is having a problem in conceiving a baby, then that in PCOS is mostly because the egg is not getting formed properly. So there are treatments available where we give medicine to help you assist with egg formation, and then serial ultrasound monitoring is done to see how the egg is getting formed. So this is called assisted conception, and females with PCOS may often need this help if they are not able to conceive spontaneously, that is on their own. So as I have said, PCOS is a lifestyle disorder. It is a condition which will not go away. If you have it, you have it. We cannot really cure it. You can only keep the symptoms or the problem it causes to a minimum by following a healthy lifestyle. Insulin resistance is one of the theories that it causes polycystic ovary syndrome. So one can easily understand that having insulin resistance in the body would mean that these females are at a higher risk of developing pre-diabetes and diabetes. Also, because of the weight gain, they are at an increased risk of having a condition which is called as the metabolic syndrome, which means that there will be obesity. Typically, more of fat deposition is seen around the waist and in the hip areas, and along with that there may be high blood cholesterol levels, there may be high blood pressure, and there may be high blood sugars. So all these things, they will lead to an increased risk of heart diseases, heart attacks. Also it can lead to fat deposition in the liver. It can lead to snoring at bedtime, and because of the snoring at bedtime, the person is not able to sleep properly, and there can be a lot of fatigue and irritability during the daytime. Other than that, we've talked about that how it can lead to cosmetic issues in the young girls. So sometimes when these symptoms are so difficult to control, it can actually even lead to a lot of behavioral abnormalities in these teenagers. They can go into depression, they can have a low self-esteem, they can go into eating disorders, and so it is very important to take care of the young girls and make sure that they are in a state of good physical as well as mental health. And last but not the least, it is very important to know that PCOS long term also is a risk factor for development of cancer of the lining of the uterus. If somebody is having less than 3 periods in a year, less than 3 to 4 periods in a year, then because the egg is not getting formed, the lining keeps on building inside the uterus. And in the presence of other risk factors like obesity, like diabetes and high blood pressure, these females can go on to develop the cancer of the lining of the uterus. So those are the long-term effects of PCOS. Now, having known about them, I cannot stress enough that yes, PCOS, if there is PCOS, it is extremely important to have a healthy lifestyle. Please eat healthy, sleep properly, do your yogas and your meditation, and get your regular health checkups done with your gynecologist. If there are any more concerns or questions regarding this topic, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And I hope you found this video a useful resource, and we'll get back to you soon.